Dun dun dun. Bet you didn't think I was gonna go live. Hello, Karomatic. I keep forgetting the pronunciation. Karomatic. Let's just call you Matic. Let's split the difference. I'm drawing in-betweens. It's really, really boring. So I don't expect people to stay long if they pop in. I figured I'm sitting here drawing. I might as well stream it. I can't say how much talkative I'll be because it's pretty late. But I'm here. You can just call me Karma if you need. I can call you Karma. I like that name. It's good. Good name. Let's hope I remember that. So I'm just doing it's kind of boring. Oh, I'm trying to move my mic. I'm all over the place. But I'm drawing in between frames. It's my real name. Is that really your real name? It's so fun. Yeah, and I would go to bed, but earlier I was I was really hungry, and I'm trying not to eat because I'm really snacky, but I managed to drink 5 Diet Cokes, and now I'm never gonna get to bed, so I'm work. Let me turn up the music, it's quiet. Hey Katie, you're up late. I hope it's all going okay. It is. And if it weren't, I definitely wouldn't be streaming. But today, it's today, July 13th, is technically Qatar's birthday, so I'm trying to finish this for her birthday. Oh, hi Mossy, welcome to the stream. But thank you for your concern, Ellie. Ooh, maybe I'll draw something nice. These few I'm working on in-between frames right now, and these are the ones where the things are so spaced out, it's the hardest to map out, and it's taking the longest, and it's kicking my butt just a little bit. Hopefully Katara also won't join the stream or get the note of hopefully she's sleeping. But if she sees it, she sees it, you know? for my animation, like in between frames, what I like to do is what I call like the dot method, is just put a dot like spaced out and spaced out on the line art of where you're like trying to find the in between of, and then just like put a dot in the middle. It's just kind of easier to see. And the thing is about it, it doesn't need to be perfect, because that's what's going to give it that hand-drawn look. Like the bit of wobble it will be when you're like not completely perfect. So it's not like, you don't have to worry about being perfect. But also I have the little like animation in like my viewer. You can see it in the top right, and I can always check just to make sure it looks good. Doing this, like, or working on this, I haven't worked on animation in a while. I'm like, man, I'm so happy I'm working on animation, but I'm also like, oh my lord, I forgot how much work this is. To be fair, I've worked on this yesterday and today, so I'm making great progress. I'm not sure how many frames I'll draw total. I think we'll just kind of, I'll figure it out when it just looks good enough. You know what I mean? But once I get the first like 2 difficult in between frames done, it gets a lot easier because the frames get closer and closer. And it's much easier to find the middle to a line when the lines are like right next to each other, you know what I mean? And this animation doesn't have any like motion things where you hold something longer for in a section, you know what I mean? It's all just like consistent movement. I'm back. Welcome back, Inertia. I'm working on a birthday present for Katara. This will also be a part of a bigger video, but I just want to get this section done for her birthday. We'll say happy birthday to them for me. I got you. some reason listening to the soundtrack makes me want to play Mario Kart. I don't get why that's the case, but I guess I haven't played Mario Kart in a while, so that would make sense. The last game I was playing on my Switch was Paper Mario. And I love that game so much. I had just beat the Pit of Trials, which is a pit that is like 100 levels down. And if you lose one of the levels, you have to restart and go to the top. And it's very fun. That's like one of my favorite things to do, and is just like not think and, oh, I'm messing this up. Is not think and just continually just like play that one little part. Which is not anything you have to do in the plot of the game. It's just like a side quest. I've still been meaning to download the soundtrack for Paper Mario for our streams. Mostly for me, I'll be real with you. You're so good at drawing? Thank you. I do try. But I do want that soundtrack. 'Cause it's honestly like everyone would like it. It's just that good. You can find it on YouTube Music. I know I can get the soundtrack on YouTube. Thing is, like, I don't think anyone has uploaded it in the full, like, soundtrack, if you know what I mean. I think it's like there's a playlist of it. I'm not sure if I've seen one. But again, I'm not sure I've looked that hard. But I want to download all of the separate ones, like extended, because I use it a lot in my editing. I like using a lot of sound effects from Paper Mario. For Koa's shirt, she's gonna have pastel colors. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to like fill a page with their pastel colors and the pattern it is, and then kind of as if anyone's seen Chowder, what they do for the animation on there is they don't draw the patterns, they just kind of like layer it like under, like clip it to the color. So that's what I'm gonna be doing for Koa's shirt, her pastels, and then for Panda, she will have her checkerboard in the same like clipped way. Yeah, a lot of this like in-betweens are easy. It's like these stupid flowers. I'm like, I had to add flowers. They're just like, sometimes the petals like in my brain, they bleed together. So it's just a little, it's a little trickier. I definitely could have taken the line art and like kind of tweened the frames and then figured it out that way, but I'm like, I really wanted to have more of a hand-drawn look, and not doing that and having my brain place them is going to help them look a lot more fluid. It is 2:14 a.m. for me, if anyone was curious. I thought it was still 1 a.m., but we are no longer, it is no longer 1 a.m. I will probably go till 4 a.m. and that'll probably be about it. So we're gonna at least do some couple hours of just this. I would like to line everything, get the coloring, but if I like get some sleep and then do the coloring, I'll be also alright with that. I just hope Katara likes this as much as I do. I'm sure she will, but sometimes my brain likes to doubt me. Especially when I've put like a lot of effort into something for someone else, my brain's like, why would they like it? Which is a very, very silly thought to have. There's also just something about drawing other people's characters that just gives you a little more inspiration. There's just something about it. To be fair, one of these is my character's Pamda. But you know. Goodness, I wish my room wasn't as humid. It's just a little humid, and I'm like, can we not have that just a little bit? It rained all last night, so it's just humid today. But I did empty like my air conditioner. My air conditioner's hooked up to a little bucket, and it has like a drying setting, so it gets all the moisture out the air. But I just have to make sure that bucket doesn't overfill. When I had originally gotten the air conditioner, and this was really funny and stupid of me, and I only realized with hindsight, is when I first got the air conditioner, I would just let it run on dry constantly, which led it to overflow several times. So I was like, why does it keep overflowing? But I didn't realize that it was just the setting it was on. I could just put it on like normal air conditioner setting and it wouldn't collect water. And I was like, are you kidding me? Because I kept going places and leaving and worrying that it would flood the floor, especially because we were working on the floor of my room. So it had like the wooding of the floor, you know what I mean? We hadn't put anything on it. So it's like, I could ruin it so easily if I was being stupid. But thankfully, nothing bad happened. But I thought that I'm like, of course, younger me was like stupid. Like that does not surprise me. I'm surprised my dad or like, well, my mom, she wouldn't have said anything. She's just that person. But I'm surprised my dad didn't like realize. It's not a normal air conditioner. It's like a big boy air conditioner. I'm glad you figured it out. Me too. It only took a year or a couple years for me to figure it out. The one thing, honestly, I really don't like this air conditioner. I wish I could get a better one. But it's like a big, and it was like expensive. I didn't have to pay for it. I'm just, my dad got it for me. But it has like a pipe that connects to the window and it leads into the air conditioner. But this air conditioner, I don't know, collected dust and just like covered part of my room with it. And it I didn't notice until it got covered. And I was like, how did I not notice it until it like is covered in like dirt? It didn't cover like a majority of my room. It like is pointed at my dollhouse that has all my FNAF merch on it, and I have stuffed animals at the top, but it covered the stuffed animals, and I'm like, man, that sucks. So now I took a pair, and this is such Katie stupidity. I took a pair of like tights if you know what like tights are, I don't know how to describe them, but it's like fabric, but it's a little sheer. And I made like a filter to go over the air conditioner, so if dust does end up going through it, it'll catch on it and it won't go everywhere in my room. They were also tights I had torn because they were trash. They were from Walmart, and I'm like, I'm never buying Walmart tights again. And they were torn. I'm like, man, I'm glad I have a use for these. That's smart. Thank you. I'm just glad I had kept them. Because I was like, oh, I should throw these away. And I was going to, but then I found a use for them. I'm not smart all the time, but when I am. Because I have no idea. I have no idea what else I would have been able to use. That's like the only thing I could think of. Now I'm onto these flowers. These flowers, it just, if you just look at it, it bleeds into my brain where I'm like, I can't read where the things are supposed to be easily. I will get it though. It'll take a little, it'll take a minute. It does, goodness, it does give the flowers some nice movement. The fact that I'm not like drawing them perfectly like lined. Like I obviously don't want them to look like bricks, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to draw the top flowers and then work like under the stack. So that makes it a little easier. Because I'd be really obnoxious if I didn't do that. I will be so happy when these flowers are done, let me tell you. I just don't like art that has to make me like think about stuff sometimes. Because let me tell you, I don't line animation to think. It's one of those things where it's just like I can kind of shut off my brain and then just draw in-betweens, which is very fun. And obviously, I said this like not that long ago. After I do these in-between frames, the rest will be easier and I won't have to think about it. But for these flowers, I gotta make sure they're good. So I could easily draw a petal that is just like really large on one frame and then not on the other. I'm also glad I didn't do any like crazy intricate flowers and I just kept it basic cartoony, because boy, I think I'd be crying at this moment had I picked a bunch of really elaborate flowers. But then again, you know, the fact that the reason this is so confusing is because all the petals are the same shape. So like they all bleed into each other. So maybe if I did intricate, maybe it would be a little easier, but I kind of doubt it. Okay, that's very wonky. I gotta keep checking my work in my little viewer. I don't know what I would call it. The thing that like it shows my little animation playing. So if like stop for a minute, that's what I'm doing. You know, it's passable. These characters are so adorable. Thank you. The cat one is Koa, Katara's character, and the panda is mine. I feel like it's still wonky, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I don't think I'm gonna get it better. I think it's just a me thing. I think it looks fine. It looks fine. I'm just being picky. just finished my Katara birthday attack. Nice. Are you gonna put it on Art Fight, I assume? See, is that flower wonky? It's good. It's better than the last one. Doing that right now? Nice. Gosh, I might have to get a, hold on, I'm gonna get a blanket for my chair because I've been sitting in this chair all day. My butt hurts a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, where's my blanket? Actually, you know what? I have a pillow. Let me use that. I got a pillow. And my blanket. Making big moves over here. Pillow and a blanket? I love silly little tasks like animation. There's just something about it. Now, digitally drawing on one picture for like more than an hour, I'm like, no. 2 hours sometimes I'll do that, but maybe 4 if I'm like doing all out shading, but I don't like to. But animation, I'm just like, it's just fun. I feel like it's like a little math equation. I don't know why. I don't even like math. I guess I should say I'm not good at math. Math's never hurt me before. I don't have a problem with it. I'm just not. Just not smarts. Just every time I do animation, I just think, wow, I should do this more often. And then I go to draw animation again, and then I fail completely, which is, it's a great cycle, honestly. Sometimes I just need to be humbled. also, thankfully, for this project, I've just set myself up for success. All my other projects, I just don't do that. I wouldn't say all my other projects, but a lot of them, I'll just, like, not set up for myself for success. And, like, when I go back to work on it, I'm confused and I don't understand, like, how to, like, finish what I started. But for this one, I feel like I could stop and then revisit it a month later and know exactly what to do. Kate, why are you up? It's 2 a.m. I'm working on a thing for Katara for her birthday. And okay, earlier, I was very snacky and I didn't want to start binge eating on a bunch of stuff. Not that I normally do that, but the voices in my brain were like, Katie, you need Cheez-Its and you need them now. So I popped like 5 Diet Cokes in a row, and I don't think I could sleep if I wanted to. It's crazy because the Diet Cokes did not help at all when it comes to my snackiness. But I think my snackiness is kind of past. I think I've kind of just accepted that I'm not gonna snacky, which is good because I have Pop-Tarts in my fridge and I'm just being like, no. Oh, I have that problem, but you'd be more Kate content? You're welcome. It's not that riveting, but I'm here. Yeah, it's been like, I think it's been exactly a month since like I've swapped out like my eating habits with better ones, and I've lost 10 pounds so far, which is really nice. Good job, Kate. Thank you. Gosh, these flowers. I might complain about them until they're done. I'm gonna be real. I just had to add them. I'm just gonna have to make sure. I've actually drinking quite a bit of water today, but tomorrow I'm gonna have to make sure I drink a bunch since I drink so much Diet Coke. The animation looks really good so far. Thank you. I am trying. Not that I don't normally try. Well, Katara gets my most valiant effort of animation. Currently doing traditional art for an attack and debating whether to use my new brush pen. Scary and may mess up or a normal pen like usual. I love a good brush pen for traditional art, and I recommend brush pen. It's just you can get such good line variation with brush pens, but you have to have a very gentle hand. And especially if the brush pen like tip frays or like isn't as crisp, you can get really frustrated, or I can get really frustrated. Because like if your brush pen frays a bit, you're not gonna get as thin lines, and it's just I will pull it and expect myself to pull really thin lines, which you just can't with a really frayed brush. I'd practice with it real quick. You know, that's really smart, Dolly. What I've been using in place of a brush pen recently is just acrylic ink and a paintbrush. And I've been enjoying that as well. See if I can pop my arm, it's like hurting. No, okay, I'm just gonna sit in pain. And you'd think I'd get like good paintbrushes, but no. Just use these little crappy old ones. But if it works, you know? Okay, I'm glad I started streaming because I was like losing a little bit of hope for this. But now I'm kind of catching speed. This music does help, though. Get drawing spirits up. I mean, how could it not? Oh, I didn't even realize the 13th was Sunday. What's playing right now? It's Super Smash Bros. Melee soundtrack. I could not tell you the specific song off the top of my head. If you want me to change it though, I'd be happy to change it. I do have My Little Pony. No, I love the guitar. Nice. I was literally just thinking while listening to it, I'm like, man, I really want to be good at the guitar. But honestly, when it comes to musical instruments for me, it's kind of like God will put me in the time and the place when I need it, which has always been the case, and I know that might sound crazy to other people. But for me, when I started playing the guitar just a little bit, it helped. I had stopped playing piano for a long time. And the one thing I'd wanted to do for piano and couldn't figure out how to do was get chords and then just be able to make up something with those chords. And then afterwards, I stopped playing for a while. And then I picked up the guitar for a bit. And learning chords on the guitar and like breaking them down helped me figure out how to play chords on the piano. So I always take like a thing in my brain where it's like it's God's timing when it comes with that. And it's always worked out for me. So I don't tend to push on stuff. Because like sometimes your brain's just not ready. I do really need to practice like music theory though. I'm just learning how to read chords. Well, that's good. I know like kind of the basics on the guitar. Like I know very little. I learn basically what I want to, I'll be honest. I should take lessons, but I never take lessons when it comes to music. I mean, I did take piano lessons, but I never got as much out of it as much as I do just by myself. Now, something I'd really like to take lessons on is the drums. I feel like I would be really good at that. When I was little, I remember just being like little and just like tapping on stuff like it was the drums, because that's just what you do when you're little, just you're silly. And my brother was like, she never know how to play the drums. It's not here to play the drums. And was being absolutely like a weenie of a brother. And my mom was like, why can't she play the drums? Why couldn't she? And I was like, you better work, mother. So the one time my mom stuck up for me, like, why can't she play the drums? She can play the drums if she wants to. And I like, my brother's not musically talented in any way, and it fuels my ego, the fact that like I can play a bit of guitar and he can't, because he took guitar lessons, and it's actually his guitar that I figured out how to play, and like it fuels my ego, because he just came home one day and he's like, you can play the guitar, and I'm like, yeah. And he's like, you don't even take lessons. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Like, that's what karma gets you. Girl boss definition, honestly. Like, one of these days, I'm gonna be able to play the drums. Chrissy plays the flute, and one of these days I'm gonna con her out of one of her flutes. She's like got like 3 and she's hoarding them. She won't let me have one. I mean, but like she's got one that's like I think it's new-ish. I think it's a really nice one, and then 2 other ones that are like a little old. I'm like, I'm gonna learn purely just Flight of the Bumblebee and nothing else. Because it's gonna be like, it'd be so funny if I just learned the most like difficult song on the flute and then absolutely nothing else. That would be really funny. Oh, I used to play the recorder. I have a couple recorders in my room, and I can play them, and I'm really good at it because it's very, very similar to the saxophone, believe it or not. And I actually learned like the Krusty Krab like song from SpongeBob. I don't know what it's called. On the recorder, the thing is, I'd play it more, but my family absolutely loathe it. And I'm sure my guinea pigs would also not like it. I mean, Chrissy's fine with it. Chrissy's always fine with my shenanigans, but... Although eventually I feel like she'd turn to me and be like, okay, Katie, it's getting old. But she'd put up with it probably for like an hour or 2. But if I were smart, I'd practice sight reading sheet music more, which I don't do normally, unless I'm helping my mom with piano. Then obviously I have to just sight read. But if I were smart, I'd be practicing that. That's just something I've never been well at, is sight reading. Just mostly because of the pressure of sight reading, especially in front of other people. I won't trust my gut, and that's what I really should do, is because oftentimes my tummy's right, my brain is just slow. really need to get Chrissy to play piano more. Oh, Balloon's in chat. Hello, welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here. But Chrissy used to be better at piano than I was. But now the tables have turned, and now I'm better than her. Which I don't necessarily believe. Chrissy does. But I will take chords and I will play it with a song. Even if I've never heard the song before, I could play it with the song, somewhat. Because I can use Chordify on Google if you search it up. It's really helpful. Or just like the chord websites. But Chrissy can't do that, so she feels like I'm better than her. But she's got so much potential. She just needs to practice. And, you know, there are just some things in piano you can't teach. You just have to do. There is one thing that irks me with music. Like, I love triplets and I love how they sound, but my brain, when trying to count triplets, you might as well just power me down. It's just, sometimes it's so confusing. Because, like, when I go to do triplets, my brain wants to swing it instead of doing triplets, and I'm just like, girl, get a grip. Eventually, if I play it over and over enough, I'll get it, but it's a process. Oh, I'm never drawing flowers again. After this, I'm done. No more flowers. Not even that hard of a shape. I got poo brain. Oh, we already been alive an hour. I wish I had made more progress in that time, but perfect. Love that for me. What if you drew a chubby flower girl? That'd be worth drawing more flowers. I mean, you're right, but I can also think of like a chubby flower girl character I already have. And competition for the top spot of chubby flower girl, she's already filled. speaking of that chubby flower girl, I should draw her more. She's one of my best designs. Who? Alright, give me a second. I'll pull her up. Alright, this is Floretta. She is the queen of the fairy forest. But I'd classify her as a chubby flower girl because she's got like flowers here. They're just not drawn detailed. But I'd classify her as a pretty flower girl. I think that's the only one. I'd say that's the only one that I have. Is it Daisy? Oh, you're so right, Dolly. You are so right. No, Dolly, you're right. Don't say dang it. You're so right. Where did I put Daisy in my folders? Where would she be? Oh, never mind, holy. Here's Daisy. Here's Chubby Flower Girl. She's gorgeous, holy cannoli. Thank you. Here's my other Chubby Flower Girl. It's just Floretta, she's massive. She's huge. I think her flower girls, I can't think of any other ones. Yeah, I'm looking, but I'm not seeing any other chunky flower girls. Oh, if we counted Simone, me stuttering. Simone's kind of a flower girl. She's a spider with like roses. I need to work on her more. Okay, that's all for Katie characters for now. She's tall, even better. She's massive. She's not as tall as Kazmara, but she's definitely got the same energy. Oh, the snacky feeling's back. Ugh. I want some Cheez-Its. I told Christy that, I called her Christy. Did you hear me call her Christy? That's wild. For some reason I keep accidentally saying Christy. But I told Christy that earlier and she's like, what, the roasted kinds? I'm like, yeah. She's like, no. She had the nerve to remind me though that there's the roasted kind. I'm like, wow. There is for sure something wrong with this flower. I already figured it out, I think. Mine is white cheddar original. I love white cheddar. I just love any Cheez-It flavor. Wait a minute, it's Spring, not Daisy. Oh, did you mix up Daisy and Spring? I mean, you're still so right. Spring is so great. Alright, I'm yawning. Great, cool. I can pull up Spring though real quick. Yeah, because we did this drawing on stream. She is so cute though, isn't she? She's kind of a little flower girl. Spring on top. Honestly, Spring's such a good character. She really is. I did not design Spring. I cannot take credit for her design. The silly. Isn't she so cute? Yeah, she was designed by an artist on Toy House I really, really like. I'm getting the yawns. She reminds me of a street light. That's so funny. If anyone didn't hear earlier, though, I have put it in the books. We are going to do a character swap on Halloween in the Discord as a little event. But I'm letting y'all know now in case some of y'all want to like prep a character now and get it out of the way, or if you need to put it in your calendars. But we will be doing that as an event in the Discord. It can be a Halloween themed character, doesn't have to. But if you wanted it to. Also, the character you get, the character you get what you get. I don't want to hear anyone complaining. Oh, I won't be able to join. I don't have Discord. Oh, that's. I can't really think of a workaround. I'm sorry. I can maybe try and also open it up to Toy House, but that might be the only thing. Hi Jane, welcome to the stream. This is the first time seeing your channel. Well, welcome. What shenanigans are you working on? I am working on a animation for my friend Katara's birthday. I am probably gonna work until 4 a.m. It's 3:14 a.m. already. Time is just flying by. But I'd really like to get all the line art done and then do the coloring tomorrow. However, I might work past 4 a.m. if I get desperate. It just depends on how I feel. Excuse me, a.m.? Yeah, it's 3:15 a.m. And the reason I'm like able to be awake right now, I am yawning a little bit, but of course I am. I was yawning earlier today, so I'm not surprised I'm yawning now. Did you drink any coffee? No. But I was getting the snackies, like the munchies, and to prevent me from snacking, I ended up downing like 5 Diet Cokes, and I don't think I could sleep if I wanted to. So I'm here. Also, just the hustle never stops. I will be so happy when I'm done with these stupid flowers. I'm gonna say it over and over again. They're being a pain. It really makes me giggle when the idea that 11 people are just watching me draw, like, animate, like, just line in between frames that really makes me giggle. I find that very entertaining. Dolly, you're so nice. Could you be nice? Honestly, I have a couple codes. If I had thought about it, I would have offered, but it did not even cross my mind. I've given away quite a few codes. The last one I gave away, the person ended up blocking me, which is kind of funny. A little sad. It's nice to feel like you have company while you do other things. Well, I'm glad to help keep you company. Wait, who are you animating? Okay, so the cat character is my friend Katara's character Koa. It's her birthday technically today. And the panda one is my character Pamda. Help, that's so random. It's honestly a long story. The code thing. But I won't talk about it because it involves like another YouTuber, and I'm not gonna help. I'm not gonna tell a story that has two sides. You know what I mean? It's just not something I do. Okay, well, these flowers should be easier because they're closer together, thank goodness. I've given 34 codes away? That's so cool! Look at you helping out artists. We are so close to being done with this frame. Like, so close. To be fair, eventually I do have to go back through and add, obviously, the eyes onto Pamda. Oh, I totally missed a line on her face. There it is. Okay. Glad I caught that. I hate it when I miss like one little line and I don't notice it until like I finished it, which has happened way too many times, and I just, that always annoys me. But I have to go back and add eyes and lip syncing onto Pamda because this eventually will go into a thing with audio. The final one. The one I'm gonna give to Carter for her birthday won't have this specific lip syncing, but it will eventually need it. The snacky voices in my brain are so strong right now. I want to know the science behind it. Why when I stay up later in the night or the evening, my brain's just like snackies. I want to know so badly. Those voices aren't gonna win, let me tell you, but I'm just like, why? Why they gotta be like that? By the way, Dolly, do you have a similar time zone? You have a similar time zone to mine? Because it is 3:26 a.m. for me. Chrissy said that you had like the same time zone. And I'm like, does she? So I'm just curious. We're in the same time zone? Okay. So why does Chrissy know that and I don't? Also, why are you doing chores at 3:26 a.m.? Me, you, and Alex? I know Allie also has the same time zone. Ooh, I cracked my neck. Oh, that was nice. Because my neck was hurting. Honestly, what is like irritating a little more than my neck is my shoulder. Like I need it to pop, but it won't. Oh, refill pet stuff and doing the dishes? Okay, you know, that's fair. Dishes, you gotta wait last minute to do. And pet stuff, motherhood waits for no one. At 3:27 a.m. Honestly, for my girls' water bottles, like on their cages, I will wait, like, very last minute. I will, like, if they run out, then I'll fill it. But, like, they love running out right when I go to bed. It's like they know. But Pumpkin and Chico, I've never had guinea pigs drink so much water like those two. Actually, I think it's just Pumpkin, but my mom woke up to leave for work, so she yelled at me to do chores. That's what mothers are for. Gosh, there's this one really funny story of my mom that I'm gonna tell because it's so funny. And I'm not like ragging on my mom like she's a bad person. But there's this story, and I don't think this story means she's a bad person. I just don't want anyone to get the idea that I'm like trying to be a jerk. But my dad was fasting one day. He was fasting and he was like, oh, I'm gonna pick up some McDonald's for my wife so he could bring it home to my mom because he knew she was probably waiting for him to get home to make dinner. So he picked up some McDonald's fast food and brought it home. And my dad came home, walked through the door, and my mom nearly started absolutely screaming at him. And she did start screaming at him. She's like, you came home and you got food just for yourself. And it was so funny because she yelled at him for so long. And then he just goes, honey, this is for you. And it just is so my mom. It's just so funny. I wasn't there for this, but like, it's just, my dad told me this and stuff. It's so funny. It's just so my mom. And I'm like, mom never changed because it's so comical. Like, you just have to laugh at it. It's just so funny. Oh, it just makes me giggle. I missed half of Kate's streams. We are honestly, we're wondering where you were, Dolly. If you were curious. That's why I asked your time zone. But my mom, she's just a riot. I'd be too embarrassed if that happened to me. You know, my mom, she just gets so like emotional very quickly, which can be a trait that like is the worst, but sometimes it's so funny. One time we were after church, we were like, oh, we're gonna go to Culver's, and my mom, she got it in her head that because we were going to the Culver's we didn't normally go to, it was further out, that by the time we got home, the food would be cold. So you know what she did when we got to that other Culver's? We were in the drive-thru, she stormed out of the car and just stood there. Like, because she stormed out of the car, she had nowhere to go. We weren't even close to home. What was she gonna do? It was so funny. And me and my sister were just laughing in the car because we're both like, what is she doing? It was so funny. And me and Chrissy kept telling my dad just to drive home just to see what she'd do. Because what's she gonna do? Oh, it's so funny. But she eventually got back in the car and we got back home and she apologized to my dad because she knew she was being dramatic. And the food wasn't cold when we got home. Spoiler alert. It's just some of those are my fondest memories of my mom, just because she's just so funny. I love telling this story and telling her, I'm like, do you remember that? And she's like, no. And I'm like, of course you wouldn't. Your mom sounds interesting. She's honestly great. Like, I know, not in a bad way. No, she's great. Don't get me wrong. She's got a lot of flaws, but if your flaws are funny enough, I'm all right with it. I mean, she is quite helpful because seeing how like she handles with emotion, I can kind of read mine better because the reason I'm chill with my mom is because like I have those same emotions she does because I'm her daughter. Like I've been there when I've been all riled up. I've learned how to maintain it and like control it because she can't. Oh, yesterday when I got is it Cops? I've never heard of that. Fries were good, burger was good, but I took off the tomato. You took off the tomato. That's like one of the best parts. Whenever my mom gets a sandwich from Culver's, she always gives me the pickles. And if you're taking off the dill pickles off your burger and giving them to me, I'll be your friend. You know what I mean? I love a dill pickle. Now, for some reason, whenever like I get sandwiches from Culver's and they have onion, the onion is always like so like such a big chunk, and I'm like, what are y'all eating like big chunks of onion for? Like, give me one dainty piece of onion and call it a day. I don't want no burly big piece of onion. I want dainty. They're too slimy to me. Oh, raw tomatoes. Pickles are good. Pickles are so good. I also got a vanilla shake. Oh, I'm jealous. And then, like, for me, whenever I get, like, onion on my sandwich, and I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna like it. My brain, I start viewing it as a competition where I have to have the onion on my burger. Like I'm wasting somehow, or I'm not man enough if I don't eat the onion on my burger. And then I'll take like a really nasty bite of onion and I'm like, whoa. I'm like, girl, get a grip. Oh, I love onion on my burgers or hot dogs. See, I quite like onion, but if it's too strong, I'm not a fan. On a chili dog, sign me up. Sign me up. Oh, I love a good chili dog. Oh, I finished this frame. Oh, yes. If I'm eating burgers at home, I'll also just not put cheese on my burger because I'm like, what do I need the calories for if I'm gonna like it regardless? I'm like, do I really need some American plastic cheese in my diet right now? Probably not. Oh my gosh, I have like my lights off in my room and I can't see my keyboard. But also I just haven't been eating like burgers because I'm like, I hate to say I'm on a diet, but like I'm just not eating that type of food right now. So I'll just eat like a burger patty and that's with a sliced tomato on it, and that's like how I'll eat a burger. That's what I call my burgers. Are you man enough? Are you man work? Oh, I missed some flowers. American cheese is 70% plastic, 10% real cheese, and 20% whatever else. Literally, like, actually. And my dad loves some Velveeta cheese, and I'm like, girl, don't get me wrong, I love me some Velveeta cheese too. But, like, let's be real, that's not cheese. I also find it really suspicious that like a lot of like American like sliced cheese in those packets, they just don't go bad, or like they never seem to. I'm like, why? What are you putting in that where it's not going bad? I feel like it ruins the taste of things when you add it, like burgers. I also agree with that. I would just add cheese for a long time of the slices. Just because like that's just what I was raised to do, is you just put cheese in your burgers. And then I was like, this kind of ruins the taste. Because after a while, like I stopped putting it and then I put it once and I'm like, this just doesn't work. Now if you got like an actual nice slice of cheddar cheese, I'd be like, hell yeah. I love me some good cheddar. But personally, I'd probably like it better on the side. I prefer real cheese. Real cheese is the best. Okay, now we have all the in-betweens. I missed flour! Y'all watched me do that. Y'all watched me mess up. Okay, it's fine. I blame myself. Being American is so tough. I mean, it does has its struggles, but I enjoy it. I would rather be in America than any other place. I remember for Christmas, my family got a Japanese snack box. That's so fun. The way, like, every wrapper, if I got like a Japanese box, I'd keep every wrapper and, like, have to, like, make a little, like, art piece or something with it. I really underestimate how long lining frames takes. I just always do. It's a bad habit of mine. Alright, now I'm officially done with these frames. I'm like eyeing the preview of it so hard right now. Is the liner almost done besides paint his eyes? Well, the thing is, I need to do another set of in-betweens. So technically, is the liner done? For these ones, yes. I have to do... I guess I don't have to, but I'm going to. I'm going to do at least 1, 2, 3, 4 more frames. I'm going to bed. Have a good stream. Thank you, Masi Mas, for joining the stream. I hope you get some good sleep. And thank you for joining. Stop getting me inspired. I just couldn't. I couldn't. I have to. Oh, hold on. Before I do that, I need to add the patterns onto Panda and Koa. Because, and this is Katie advice, and I need every animator in the audience to listen. When you go to do your line art, in the keyframes, add the patterns to each one. Because if you line everything and then go back to add the patterns, you're gonna hate yourself. I say this from experience. And make sure you add every pattern, because if you're me, you will always forget at least one. I don't care if you think adding the freckles at the end is going to be easy. It's not. It never is. Now, if the freckles are like going with the mouth and you're adding the lip syncing last, then that's fair. Because I have to do that for this. But for the most part. Oh, I'm drawing on the wrong layer. Oh, and I will show, hold on, let me show you an example of, I've got the marking under her eye, rip. I will show you an animation that I forgot to do I didn't do the pattern during the liner, and I was like, I am ending it all. And it took me forever to finish and post. Because I was such an idiot about it. Hold on, it's gonna take me a second to get it. And the pattern, it could have turned out better. It looks fine, but I was about to say, I'm so happy Donks doesn't have any fur patterns, and I realized, you fool. You fool, Dolly. Right here. Here we go. Of Bibsy, this animation. You've seen it? I did the pattern after I did the line art. Like an idiot. And thankfully this animation isn't that like complex. But I was like, you have got to be kidding me. I am the biggest idiot. Because it's so and look at the circle on this like thigh right here. It's so wobbly. And I'm like, girl. Be so for real. And then after that day, it still looks good, but it could have looked better. It could have looked better. Ugh. I learned from my mistakes though. But like having to map out the dots on the ear. Thankfully tweening the patterns was really my saving grace. But yeah. I was not a happy camper, I will tell you that. And Bibsy is like one of my favorite feral characters, so I'm like, that's so great that one of my favorite feral characters is like the biggest pain to animate. I'm like, that's so Katie. Like, that's just so great that I love to make myself suffer. Polka dot dog, it's actually a cat. But work. Man, I love Koa, but I would love it if she got easier patterns. Like, that would be great. Well, I guess they're not that difficult. They're just so specific. The little heart, though, and the lines under the eyes, that I can get behind. That I love. But one of these days, I'm going to master the patterns that is Koa. I love this song on the soundtrack. Are you Dolly, are you trying to say you're summoning Chrissy? Is that what that is? You'd be lucky if Chrissy, honestly, it'd take a miracle for Chrissy to pop in right now. Because she is conked out, I guarantee you. EP Chrissy, yeah. I'm sure she fell asleep listening to her ASMR. She loves listening to ASMR when she goes to sleep. Which I cannot get behind. I absolutely hate ASMR. There's like very few ones that I like. See, the one ASMR stuff I like is the clay cracking. I thought we were going to Chrissy's on the weekends. Well, I guess she just left you with me. I'll have to take her to court for full custody, I guess. If she's not gonna, you know, do her part. I have a great lawyer, frankly. She's never lost a court case in her life. And I am talking about Pumpkin. Is it a safe space where you say, I fell asleep listening to Boyfriend Helps You with Your Insomnia and Hits You with a Pan ASMR? That is hysterical. I'm pretty sure that's not the ASMR Chrissy would listen to, but that would be very funny. Only ASMR I listen to. Very calming, if you say so. To be fair, if ASMR it was always on edge where you just get smacked around, I would probably find that very funny and actually listen to that. Or just it's soft and quiet for a little bit and then suddenly, bam, on edge. Just keeps you on your toes. Now, I don't think this technically classifies as ASMR, but totally people will call it ASMR, is Minecraft ASMR. If someone's talking or whispering while they're playing Minecraft, I'm absolutely not, I cannot stand people whispering in my ears. I can barely stand Chrissy whispering in my ears to tell me something. On Sundays, during the service, if she'll have something to add or tell me, she'll try to whisper in my ears. But the thing is, I can never hear what she's saying just because she's so close and she's not actually telling me correctly. So I just gotta stare at her girl, stop. Oftentimes I'll just nod along nod along, acting like I understood what she said when I have no idea. The Minecraft ASMR? I can just listen to someone play Minecraft all day, I'll be real. Well, we've pretty much gotten through this soundtrack, haven't we? Pure silence interrupted every 5 minutes by pipe sound effect. Hold on, let me change the music. We've listened to Smash, and we pretty much listened to the whole soundtrack. My Little Pony it is. I'll adjust the audio as we go along to make sure it's, like, good. Can we listen to the pipe sound effects? Absolutely not. My Little Pony's also acceptable? Great, good, because that's what you're getting. It's 3:58 a.m. I said I was gonna go till 4 a.m., but we'll probably push it a little bit. But just know, at any moment, I could just end stream. I could be gone. Just like that. What? Oh my goodness. 4 people just left. Is it because I changed the music? Because that'd be so funny. People really only come here for this Smash Brothers Melee soundtrack. Look at me go, getting stuff done. Proud of myself. No way I checked that ASMR exists. Oh my gosh, Moon, that's hysterical. I love exposing people to this amazing form of ASMR. I don't. You know the ASMR I hate the most is eating. I can't stand it. Like, who wants someone to just eat in your ear for like an hour? Not me. Wait. That's actually one of Chrissy's pet peeves, because around here, or when I'm eating around other people, I'm very self-conscious, but when I'm eating around Chrissy, I'm just chomping away, and I know it annoys her when I'm just like chomping and she can hear it. It's just so funny that like I hate that, but when I'm with Chrissy, it bothers her. Only when I'm eating along with them, though. Just hear me out. It's nice to eat with other people. You know what's crazy? Is for the longest time, when I would eat dinner or lunch, do you know what I'd watch? I'd watch Kitchen Nightmares. You know, the show that shows some of the nastiest food? That's what I'd watch. And Hoarders. So, for some reason... Also, why does Gordon Ramsay gotta get all of his business up in all the nasty? Like, he's gotta put himself whole body first into the nastiest of grime. And I'm like, Gordon, put on some gloves. Why does he do that? It's like his thing. It's like weird. I'm like, he must like it, because there's no way someone just does that. Like a bucket of raw chicken? Let me put my whole arm in that. For what? For what? It boggles me every time. Gordon's a freak? I watch animal documentaries and animal rescue videos when I eat. That's so cute. Wait, Dolly, that's adorable. Oh, I also would watch Naked and Afraid, if anyone's seen that. It's a show where people are like in the wild and they're naked. They obviously blur everything but the butts, because we all have a butt. You know what I mean? But I really like watching that show. Oh, also My 600-Pound Life, I'd watch that. I watch the craziest things when I'm eating food. I watched that when I was 8. Why do parents just watch that in front of their children unfiltered? I remember when I was younger and I was like watching my parents watch it. I'm like, why would you watch that? When I was an adult, I'm like, this show's great. I love this show. Like when I was younger, I'm like, they're naked. Ew. Have you heard of Save a Fox? No, I have not. You know, maybe I have not. Have I? I don't know. I can't say for sure. I'm really annoyed that Hulu took off a bunch of seasons of my 600-pound life, and I'm like, why? I wasn't done watching that, Hulu. I'm now mad about it. I'm sad. I'm currently rewatching 1,000 Pound Best Friends, and if you haven't seen it, it is wild. I've got a lot of opinions about that show. Have you heard of this thing where they show off people's weirdest addictions? Yeah, the show that's called My Strangest Addiction, I think is what it's called. I haven't watched it, but I've seen like reaction stuff on YouTube to it, because I'm not sure I could sit through that. And this one person was addicted to eating a mattress. Yeah, I think there was one person who was addicted to like eating the wall. You know, like what walls are made out of? Yeah, and a girl drank gasoline. That one I saw some of. And chalk. Now that's actually more of a common one that I've heard of chalk. Yeah. Karma pudding, I would eat chalk, not gonna lie. Yeah, that's actually like kind of more like a common thing than like people realize. I think so. I've never eaten chalk, so. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to drawing my text. I ain't talking as much. That's totally fine, Dolly. You do you. Tums core? That's a wild. That is wild that you said that. You're honestly not wrong. Like, I kind of get it, like the texture, but like, I feel like it'd be really dry, so like. But I'd imagine it'd give a good crunch. You know, I love a good crunch bar. You know, the Chalkies, the chocolates, the chocolates. Good crunch bar. I love those. I haven't had one of them in a long time. My favorite kind of chocolate is dark chocolate. But no one ever buys me dark chocolate. It's always just normal chocolate. I'm like, why can't a little girly pop get some dark chocolate? Am I not worth it? Do I not deserve good dark chocolate? I love Dove dark chocolate. It's just so good. Like, it has no business being that yummy. No, I just want some real bad. I haven't had dark chocolate in so long. Best chocolate ever? It just is. It just is. When I was younger, white chocolate used to be my favorite, but then I grew up and realized that's the wrong opinion. And now it's not. Because it's just so overpowering. And I'm like, dark chocolate has like a nice subtle bitterness. I'm an educated girly with an advanced palate. I like my dark chocolate. I hate white chocolate. Yeah, there's just something about white chocolate. But sometimes I just can't. If anyone ever gives me chocolate and it's not dark chocolate, I'm giving it away. Fair. I mean, classic milk chocolate, it's not bad. But like, if someone gets me dark chocolate, they love me. It's just true. It's not that I don't like white chocolate. It's so, like, I'm not gonna down a whole bar of white chocolate. Any other chocolate I will, but white chocolate, I'm like, I need that in, like, small portions. What are our thoughts on licorice? Bestie, I love some good licorice. I haven't had good licorice since I was little. That was like my jam. That was like, I love licorice. I love all licorice. My grandma used to have this big jar of licorice, and it was proper licorice. Not these like little Twizzlers that taste like plastic. Those are not licorice. If you have had Twizzlers and you're like, I don't like licorice because of Twizzlers, it's not good licorice. It's disgusting. Especially like the Easter licorice that's like pink, yellow, blue. That is nasty. Nasty. Y'all are getting me passionate. I found my people. I'm sure Twizzlers make some good licorice, but like, it's not the best kind of licorice. I've only had Twizzlers. You haven't lived, my friend. But then again, I haven't had licorice in a long time. My grandma used to keep it in a jar in her kitchen, and I'd eat that like it was going out of style. My grandma couldn't keep done that, my little mitts. She'd also keep cheese puffs. Now, what child isn't gonna down a whole thing of cheese puffs? Let alone a chunky little lady. I'd live in a jar of cheese puffs if I could. I had some cheese puffs right now, I wouldn't be streaming, I'll tell you that. I'd be passed out. Face down, cheese dust everywhere. With probably more cans of Diet Coke if I'm being real. Love some good Cheetos too. I do like Cheetos. I feel like when I was younger, I underappreciated them. But as I've matured, I'm like, a good Cheeto? Sign me up. I love a good Cheeto. I'm starting to think I just like cheese in general. Except for those plastic pieces, but we've covered this. Who killed Katie? Cheese puffs? Why are you looking at me? Fair. You know, death to cheese puffs? That's a pretty fine way to go. In fact, if there's one regret in this life, I feel like it will be not enough cheese puff. Why are we always talking about food in my streams? It is the universal topic, is food. Okay, now, like, how many people in chat are fans of watermelon? Chrissy does this thing. We'll get watermelon, and Chrissy's like, I don't really like watermelon. I'm like, Chrissy, you loved watermelon when we were little, and she's like, that never happened. I'm like, I will slap you silly if you say that one more time, because we would eat watermelon all the time. Like, my grandma would cut it and keep it in a bag, and we'd eat it like it's candy. And now she's all uppity, and she's like, I never liked watermelon. I'm like, you shut your mouth. I don't want to hear another word from you. There's a big cut up one in my fridge. Watermelon is just so yummy. Chrissy's much pickier than I am. It's quite often, I just like watermelon candy though, but like, why? I love a good watermelon Starburst. Oh, I love Starbursts. I love Starbursts. Oh my goodness. I thought I was saying Jolly Ranchers, but then I realized I was saying Starburst. I meant to say I love a good watermelon Jolly Rancher, but I love Starbursts. Tends to be too sweet. No, that's fair. I love a good candy that's like sour. You know what I mean? Like just a good dose of sourness. I actually have some Smarties in my room, but like, I'm like, no, I won't eat them. And they've been here for a while, so. I could eat so many Starbursts. If I had to go for a bag of candy and like pick the one I wanted, and I wasn't picking chocolates, I thought I heard Chrissy in the call, and I'm like, oh my goodness, a miracle has happened, but I was just hallucinating it. Put them in the closet. Never. But if I had to go for a bag of candy that didn't include chocolates, it would be Starbursts, 100%. Man, the amount of hiccups I have to hold back while streaming is ridiculous. Why do I hiccup so much? I swear it's just when I'm streaming. All I can hear is My Little Pony, My Little Pony. Yeah. And that's why the soundtrack is perfect. Oh, that means we went through it all the way, didn't we? Is it? Oh no, we're almost all the way through. Dolly, what are we doing up still? What are we doing? I mean, really. I I come speaking to you like you're in the room with me. I mean, you're clearly in my closet, so I don't know. I mean, if the boot fits. Now, I think this is just like a my area thing, but we have kitchen cooked chips, which is kettle cooked chips, and my mom absolutely loves those. So I'm like, those are the most ideal potato chips. I don't know why I'm saying this. This just popped in my brain. We are just little guys who may or may not like being awake at odd times of the night. I would love to be a morning person and being able to go in the sun, but I just like rotting in the darkness. I also think my brain just associates like a safe space when it's dark because no one bothers me, and it's like the only time I can like be safe somewhat. I also woke up 4 hours ago. Okay, so your sleep schedule is very messed up. I'm also the type of person that, like, if I hadn't accomplished any... I'm also a mouse, so it's fine. You know, that's so fair. But I'm also the type of person, if I haven't accomplished anything throughout the whole day, I have to make up for it by staying up, like, the whole night and, like, trying to finish every single thing as possible as I can. Kate, you're getting a little too real, right? I just have toxic behavior, and I'm like, girl, what for? It's crazy because I know what I'm doing. Okay, now we can start doing in-betweens. That was ridiculous. I'm just so chatty. Gosh, my hand really needed a pop, or my fingers. I'm sure my guinea pigs are like, girl, what are you doing still up? They're like, mother, you should be in bed, mother. I want you to stop yapping so I can get my sleep on. Like they haven't been sleeping all day. And the soundtrack has started over. Very cool. Gosh, the more I stream, the more I'm like, man, I like streaming. I should stream more. I get stuff done somewhat. I just like yapping. Watch me not say like anything else because I'm lining and now I'm like, focus. And helps watch time. You know, that's the real reason I was like, you know what, I'm a press live and just see what happens. You know what, let me look. What are my statistics right now? What program am I using? I'm using Fire Alpaca. Fire Alpaca. It's my go-to. I use it for pretty much everything. It's just good. And it's free. I have 1,578 watch hours right now. I have been going up in subscribers like very steadily recently. It's very impressive. At least for me, for my standards. YouTube's just been recommending my streams, and I'm like, thank you, YouTube. It doesn't normally do that. Only I can get my videos to just do a little better. They do all right. I'm never like I wouldn't say I'm ever disappointed because I'm like, it's fine. But I'm like, I would like some of them to do better. It's the ones that I spend more time on that I'm like, I wish they'd do better. I'm so sad Fire Alpaca doesn't have a mobile app. They should really consider doing that. I also just have not updated my Fire Alpaca in a long time, so I'm just like, I don't know if they've added anything, but I'm not gonna find out. I'll tell you that. I'm like, maybe one day I'll update it, but I'm like, I am so sick and tired of using programs and then they change everything and I don't know how to use it anymore. So I'm just like, I would really like to not have to deal with that with my drawing program. I'd really like to not. Updates are for losers. You know what? I know you said that as a joke, but I agree. I'm gonna be bold. I'm gonna say it. I broke my cord for my drawing tablet, so I can't use Fire Alpaca. Oh no! I have a really nice tablet, and I'm so thankful my dad got it for me. Where it has a screen, and it's really nice. I always used to use a tablet that didn't have a screen, which is totally fine. I would have been totally fine keep going with that one. But my dad got me like a nice tablet. He's so great. Now my next step in tablet gathering would be one that is like is Bluetooth or something, or like I can take it away from my computer and go get comfy on my bed or like a couch. Because like sitting at a desk all the time is kind of like, I put up with it obviously, but like I would love to just. Oh, OBS disconnected and reconnected. I think we're still here. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know why my OBS did that. Like, I just want to go get some comfy sit on the couch, you know what I mean? Just a good sit. A good blanket as well. And of course a Diet Coke. I probably could, my tablet that I have, I probably could get the cord and like extend it or like be able to sit on my bed or whatever, but I'm like, that's so much work. Like, it's so much work. I'm back. Welcome back, Kelly. These frames are so much easier than the other two. I'm very happy about it. The first two in-between frames, I just had to make so many like decisions in my brain. I'm like, now I can just kind of zoom through a little bit. I don't have to think about it. And that's pure joy of my art, is when I don't have to think about it. That's my type of art. I might end stream after this frame since it's 4:35 a.m. I'm like, I don't know how long this frame's gonna take me, so I don't know. Every time I keep thinking, wow, my snacky, the voices in my brain that say, Katie, you should get a snack or some Cheez-Its are gone. They come right back. I'm like, that's so great. Oh, Solly. I just said Solly. Dolly, I saw your whip in the Discord. It's looking good so far. You know what? I think I am gonna end stream because my eyes are starting to actually like be stupid. When you get that tired, you know what I'm talking about? Like when you get that tired in your eyes, sometimes you've just gotta stop. Thank you, you're welcome. I need to make sure I save this though. That's very important. But thank you for the people who like joined stream and like just sat and listened. I like genuinely appreciate you, and I'm like, it surprises me every time that like people just sit and listen and like draw with me. I don't know why that surprises me, but I always appreciate it. I know Wound's always lurking, but Wound's occasionally in chat. I like actually got a good chunk done. I don't know. I'm happy about it. I don't know about y'all, but I think it looks really good. No, you guys like it, I'm sure. Kicks feet politely. Anyway, I'm actually gonna probably scroll on my phone a little bit. I would tell you I'm going to bed, but I promise you I'll probably just scroll on my phone for a little bit. Like, because I'm toxic. On period. But I don't know. I will be live tomorrow. I can't say for how hour early because I did stay up probably a little too late. Wound has eyes everywhere. You know, you might be right about that. But I'm gonna go almost go to bed. I'm gonna go rot, I'll be honest. So bye everyone. I love you. God loves you. Stay safe.